Good day, Tragic here, and welcome back to, not Mage Knight, not Drake Knight, Star Trek Frontiers. I'm going to start calling it by its proper name. This is Star Trek Frontiers, and this is the beginning of round 3. And unfortunately, by the time I was reminded by someone on YouTube, I'd already done the next turn, and because there was only like a tiny turn after that, the next turn, so I'm 2 turns away, so I can't go back. But if we go to the rules section, look at this big blue text. Basically, this is saying that the reputation track does not affect diplomacy during away missions, which I knew this in the back of my head, but somehow I just got confused and forgot it. So basically, Lursa wouldn't have failed that diplomacy mission, so she should be leveled up and have cards, and so the whole thing was a disaster. But just a note to designers, having transitory rules, I mean, the diplomacy acts in one way in this entire game, and in the whole of Mage Knight it acts all the same, and then there's this one little transitory rule where it suddenly doesn't act the same as it has everywhere else. It's very confusing, but it is my fault, and we're just going to live with that and get on with it. Okay, so just to recap, in a diplomacy missions, like say you need 10 diplomacy, reputation does not count. Okay, so basically, have I set up the turn order? No, I haven't. So it's, what is it? It's Martog, Captain Picard, Sisko. I'll just quickly set my cameras so I can zap around at ease. And it's Captain Martog's turn. So he has energy flow. We've got all this diplomacy, but we have no actual units that can be hired from the M-class planets, which is a real shame because I spent a bit of effort positioning both Picard and Martok to be next to these planets at the start. But Martok is in the position to get this extremely good card, and he only needs 6 influence to get it. And I think he's just going to go, bam, what have you got in the thing? Yep, we've got a red, so that's 4. And play this sideways for 5, 6. That's 6 influence, and he can take this movement straight away. And that is going to be his turn. He can discard that because of this skill here. Beautiful. We've rolled a black already. So he just hired it from there. Now it is Picard's turn. He has tons of diplomacy as well, and tons of move. And this is actually no longer flipped over. And he can also hire this, which is a heal 2 and crystallization of data, which is very, very good. But especially considering he currently has a data of every type. So that's actually a pretty damn good card. So there is no longer any red in the source though. So what he's going to do, he's going to take a question mark and re-roll it. And hopefully it'll be red. Yeah, blam! That's another black. Awesome. Okay, so he's going to go 5, and he's going to discard this one for 6. And that's going to buy that action card. Oop, and boom. And that is that. And he draws back up to 6, I think. He's drawing up to 6 as well. And now we have Sisko. He's only drawing to 5. And he's got diplomacy, attack, some move, and he's got research as well as advanced range. So he's actually got quite a lot of stuff going on. Now there is yellows in the source. And I think, what have we got here? We need 14 to kill that guy, which is crazy powerful. I don't think we can actually do that. So he's in a bit of a predicament. He can't go here without aggravating this mob. So he needs 14 blue, 14 or 7 blue, and it's a 9 damage incoming. So, what have we got here? He has a total of, same as the basic set, except during the long range attack phase, each of your normal long range attacks is also either a photon attack. Okay, so this can be turned into 4 long range. So if only we had another long range attack, we would be fine. So we can't actually do that. He can't move here, he can't move here, he can't move here. Oh dear. The question is, I guess he can access this planet, so I guess we'll have to do that. We do have some pretty decent long range abilities here. So let's take this token and see what we got. Yablam. Okay. So, I actually got confirmation from the designer on this, is that you reveal both the tokens at once, and then you can do so you can make your whole plan, and you can assign your away team after you defeat the space token. So it's a little bit freer than I thought. So we'll take a space token and we take a green planet token. Flippity flip. Okay, so this guy has 8 diplomacy. Should be able to do that. And he's got 6. This guy's got 4 attack, long range, which is fine. So we need a red or a blue. Is there a blue? We've got a blue in our hand. Okay, so he's going to go bam, take the yellow, and then tap this, and that produces 2 long range attack, but because of advanced range, we've actually doubled that attack value. So we've produced 4 ranged, which is enough to kill this guy outright. And then we are now doing the diplomacy mission. We're going to go bam and little bam, pay with this blue mana, and that creates 5, 6, 7, and then I'm going to go 8, and that has also beaten this one. So everything is done. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure I still earn the XP for killing these guys. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7 XP. $15, 22, and we also get a undiscovered card, which we're definitely going to take Changeling. Here I am. Sweet, and that's his turn. Okay, now I think I forgot to do a little bit of stuff. Basically, what I need to do now is put him back 1 for using Threaten. I think Picard used Threaten as well, so let's put him back 1. Yeah. And finally we have Lursa, who has long range. She's got lots of stuff going on here. Now what does she want to do? Can she kill this thing? She needs, that would be a really good, so she needs 4 blue or 8 attack. So she can produce 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is 8 attack right there. She has no blue mana, so she can't actually do that. You may use one additional die from the source. Take one die. Oh, we need blue mana to actually power that. 5, 6, 7, 8. So she can go. I'm going to have to discard a movement, which really sucks, and another movement. So if we do this, taking this question mark, and then we do additional dice from the source, and we take a red die, that would have produced 5, 6, 7, 8 attack, and would still need to face 3 damage with brutal. So I could do that for a block. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I guess that's what we're going to have to do. Okay, so to recap, we did 2 move, and that puts us into here. We're then attacking this location, and we have to face 3 brutal damage, which means blocking with shields 2 here is actually only reducing that by 1 to 2 attack. We have 2 armor, which means we take 2 wounds, 1 for the wound and 1 for the brutal, which is that little symbol on the side. Then we have to create quite a lot of attack. We need 8 attack because he has physical resistance. So that's 5 off improvisation, 5, and then 6, 7, 8 off engage. And we took the question mark dice to pay, and we use insight, use an additional die from the source to pay for the red, and that is that. Okay. You blam, you blam. Finally, we get some love for poor old Lursa. So she gets 5 experience, takes her to here, blam, and she also gets 1 of every color, and she gets a, is that 1 of every color, or is that like a random? I think that's 1 of every color. There is a symbol for random. Yeah, that is the symbol for random. See how it's got a question mark in the center? So that's 1 of every color and an undiscovered card. You know, I think I'm going to take Inner Light. This seems pretty strong. Search another ship's discard pile. Choose 1 action card you find there and use their effect. And use either effect of that action card for free. Wow. Afterwards, return the action card to the ship's discard pile. That is crazy. Draw the top card of the advanced action deck and place it in your hand. So we're definitely taking this. You blam. And we have leveled up. Finally. What have you got for us? Well, since that was a blue, we might need this one. What's this thing do? We may add 1 data of any color to a sideways card. If you do, the card provides 3 instead of 1. I think we're gonna, well, what's up here? Actually, I think we're gonna take that. What have we got for action spells? Peek at torpedo shields 4. Yeah, let's take that. Move 2. The move's cost of suns is reduced. I'm going to take this one. And then we're going to take this one. Okay. And she draws back up. You know what? Basically, remember how we did that move? The very first move right at the start? I think I'm actually going to use this crystal to pay for that. Just to, because we're getting all these crystals now. And then that'll produce 4 movement, which means I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be in the position to access here. And I'll also get a red crystal at the end of the turn. So this gets discarded, and then I get a red crystal for the mine, and then I get a blue, and then I get a blue a red and a yellow from the reward for the planet. So that was pretty awesome. Great move. Finally she does a good move. This is going to be very, very cool. I'm going to save this until someone discards a kind of heal. Really want to heal this dude. I need only 2 heal. Be really good to get it healed and then take over this planet. That is a red, by the way, which is the next level up, which means you actually reveal 2 tokens instead of 1. But I might just do this. Okay, so that is the end of that. That is first turn of round 3 is done. Ursula and Batora finally on the board. But yeah, it's been a pretty harsh game, this one. I've had some pretty bad luck. Feeling a little bit depressed about it. But them's the breaks. And I'll see you guys next time.